Welcome to Talk with John, your trusted space for real stories and smart advice for life after 60. Have you ever wondered when you're over 60 what you're really looking for in a relationship? Is what men over 60 want from a partner really any different from what they wanted before? These questions are not easy to answer, but they are incredibly important, especially as we enter a new phase of life, where love and relationships are no longer just about superficial attraction or fleeting emotions. What I want to share today is not just about typical dating stories. It's about what really happens in our lives. Is what men are looking for after turning 60 truly different? And are the things we want the same or different from what women can offer? With over 40 years of experience listening to and supporting people in their middle and later years, I've witnessed countless stories from men who have been through many ups and downs in life. And one thing is for sure, we no longer seek flashy things or fleeting pleasures. Instead, we crave lasting connections, long-term companionship, and a sense of safety and love. There's a story I always remember about my friend Frank. After losing his wife, he told me, "I don't need anything grand, John. I just want to find someone to share quiet mornings with, someone who will have coffee with me and watch the sunset together. I don't need anything big, just someone to be there." And I realized maybe that's exactly what men over 60 are looking for: companionship, peace, and sincere affection. So the big question is, what do men over 60 really want in love and relationships? In this article, I'll explore the answer with you through real-life stories and personal experiences I've witnessed and lived through over the years. Let's explore this together. What men really want in a relationship. As we enter our 60s, what we seek in a relationship has changed significantly from the passionate, youthful years we once had. What men over 60 truly want is no longer about complicated or challenging relationships. Instead, they seek peace, respect, and a genuine companion. First, respect and understanding. One of the most important things men over 60 look for in a relationship is respect. At this age, they have been through many ups and downs in life, and they want a partner who can understand and appreciate what they have gone through. This isn't just about respect through actions, but understanding how they think, feel, and react to life situations. Women who know how to listen and empathize will always earn the trust and affection of men because they feel valued and not overlooked. Second, femininity and softness. Another important point is femininity in a relationship. At this age, men no longer want a woman who is overly strong or always competing with them. Instead, they look for a woman who can be herself, naturally expressing her femininity and not feeling the need to hide her softer side. They want a relationship where both can be their true selves without having to change too much. This doesn't mean that women can't be strong, but that strength should be balanced with gentleness and softness, especially in romantic relationships. Third, a sense of safety, stability, and the opportunity to be the hero. After facing many life challenges, men at this age seek stability. They want a partner who can create a safe space where they can be themselves without being judged or pressured. One undeniable truth is that men have an innate desire to be heroes. They want to feel that they can help and care for the woman they love. When men are given the chance to express this instinct, they feel valued and respected in the relationship. One key factor in any relationship is allowing men to express themselves instead of doing everything alone. When women allow men to take on the role of protector and caretaker, it not only makes men feel proud, but also strengthens the connection in the relationship. This partnership creates a bond where both feel appreciated and loved correctly, because men want to be cherished, but they also want to offer care and protection naturally without being seen as weak or out of place in the relationship. Fourth, freshness and youthfulness. One reason older men tend to seek younger women is not only for their appearance, but also for the acceptance they feel and the ability to easily appreciate them. Younger women bring a sense of novelty, energy, and admiration. This helps men feel appreciated and valuable, something they may not always experience in relationships with women their age. The femininity of younger women also plays an important role, as men want to experience softness and something different in their relationships. For this reason, women, no matter what age, need to nurture their beauty and youthfulness, not just in appearance, but also in spirit. Physical beauty may change over time, but a youthful spirit is something that can be maintained and renewed every day. Men, especially in their 60s, greatly appreciate a woman who not only has a fresh, dynamic appearance, but also a youthful heart. They love women who know how to maintain passion, creativity, and always seek new things in life. When women can keep a positive mindset and remain excited about the world around them, they will always bring a sense of youthfulness and attraction, which men seek in long-term relationships. Freshness comes not only from what we see, but from emotions and attitudes toward life, which truly make women more appealing than ever. Fifth, desire for affection and sharing. Men over 60 no longer seek stressful or complicated relationships. After many years of life, they understand that emotional connection is what truly matters in love. Deep conversations, shared moments of life, and feelings that don't always need to be spoken, but are still understood between partners, form the solid foundation for a relationship. They don't need a perfect woman, but a companion who knows how to share, listen, and build beautiful memories together in the remaining years. Men over 60 no longer seek fleeting passion or difficult relationships. What they truly need is respect, emotional resonance, and a safe, loving space. These desires not only reflect their psychology at an older age, but also express a profound need for stability and long-lasting connection and love. To get what men over 60 don't want. After discussing what men over 60 truly seek in a relationship, we need to understand something equally important: what they don't want. Because sometimes understanding the things they don't want helps us build a healthier and happier relationship. Men over 60 no longer want to live in a relationship full of demands, criticism, or pressure. They seek peace and respect, things that make them feel valued and loved in the right way. First, not wanting criticism and blame. One of the things men over 60 dislike the most is criticism and blame. After living a long life with many challenges and hardships, men do not want to face the feeling of not being good enough in the eyes of their partner. They want to feel accepted and encouraged, rather than enduring criticism for small actions. We all know that criticism, if not communicated properly, can hurt someone. Especially for men at this age, they have learned to manage their lives on their own and want space to make decisions without being judged or scrutinized. A woman who knows how to encourage and support will always earn their trust and respect. We can go through the struggles in a relationship without resorting to reproach or criticism. Second, not wanting excessive control. The next thing men over 60 don't want in a relationship is excessive control. They want to feel that they have the autonomy to make choices without being pressured or controlled by their partner. Men value independence, even when they have a partner by their side. They don't want to feel like they always have to follow a set pattern or be pushed into doing what their partner wants. I remember a story from a friend of mine, David. He had been married, and after his divorce, he shared with me, "I no longer want to be controlled like I was before. I just want an equal relationship where both can make decisions together without anyone feeling pushed in a direction they don't want to go." This is exactly what men over 60 seek: a relationship without control, where mutual respect is given in decision-making. Third, not wanting to feel ignored or unappreciated. Finally, one of the things men over 60 don't want is to feel ignored or unappreciated. After all the years they've lived, men at this age want to feel that they are cared for and valued. They don't need excessive praise, but a sincere thank you and timely attention can make a huge difference. I once heard a friend of mine, George, say, "All I need is for her to look at me, smile, and say, 'Thank you' every time I do something for her. Sometimes a small thank you is enough to make me feel valuable." This is so true because, for men, appreciation is an essential part of a relationship. Sometimes these small gestures can create a much stronger bond without needing to prove anything grand. Men over 60 no longer seek perfection or relationships full of challenges. They don't want to be criticized, controlled, or feel a lack of attention. What they need is respect, encouragement, and acceptance. When we understand these needs, it becomes easier to build a happy and lasting relationship. 3. How women should communicate with men over 60 and advice for women over 60 in dating. Once we understand what men over 60 don't want in a relationship, we also need to recognize that the way we communicate in these relationships must evolve, especially for women over 60. When seeking love or building a long-term relationship, understanding how to communicate and show respect will help the relationship grow stronger and more sustainable. So what are these things? First, the way you ask for help without making men feel controlled. One important aspect that women need to pay attention to is how to ask for help without making men feel like they are being controlled. As we mentioned before, men over 60 don't want to feel controlled or criticized. Many women in this age group have a tendency to do everything themselves due to years of developing independence. However, this can sometimes make men feel like they are no longer an important part of their partner's life. Instead of giving orders or demands, try to ask for help in a gentle and considerate way. For example, instead of saying, "Do this for me," say, "Could you help me with this?" This not only makes men feel respected, but also gives them the opportunity to show their care and willingness to help. A small action like this can make them feel like an important part of your life rather than feeling excluded. Second, encouraging and motivating men. Men, especially those over 60, greatly need encouragement and motivation from their partners. They want to feel like they can do good things for the woman in their life. Don't let criticism or excessive demands affect them. Instead of focusing on what they haven't done right, take time to appreciate what they have done and always show gratitude. A timely compliment or a heartfelt thank you can have a powerful impact on maintaining a happy and sustainable relationship. Men at this age not only want to be loved, but they also want to feel that they are valued in the relationship. Third, shifting from competition to collaboration. Another important point is that men over 60 no longer want to be part of competition or conflict in a relationship. For many, life has already been full of challenges and difficulties, and they no longer want to fight in their romantic relationship. Instead, they seek collaboration and wish to build a life that is more joyful and less stressful. Instead of arguing or trying to beat the other person in every issue, shift from competition to cooperation. This not only helps reduce tension in the relationship, but also allows both parties to overcome difficulties together, walking alongside each other for the rest of their years. Fourth, accepting yourself in the changes in relationships. Dating and building relationships after 60 is not a race, but a journey of discovering new things in a long-lasting relationship. Women over 60 need to understand that at this age, we don't have to be perfect or chase after short-term relationships. What's most important is accepting ourselves and the changes that come with age. When you love and have confidence in yourself, you will easily attract quality men. Remember, love at this age is not a race, but a journey of sharing and companionship. Self-confidence and self-love will help you build a sustainable and happy relationship. Lastly, an important factor in maintaining a sustainable relationship is the ability to listen and understand the other person's needs. Men over 60, like women, have their own expectations and desires in a relationship. When women can sincerely listen and understand their partner, the relationship will become more connected. Showing respect and empathy for the emotional and spiritual needs of your partner will help deepen and strengthen the relationship. Thus, when women over 60 seek love in dating, changing the way we communicate and perceive relationships is crucial. By asking for help gracefully, encouraging and motivating men, collaborating instead of competing, and always accepting and understanding each other's needs, you will build a strong, lasting, and loving relationship. Remember that love at this age is a journey, not a race. As we move past the age of 60, life is no longer as simple as it once was. We no longer seek fleeting attraction or brief passions. For men over 60, they are not only looking for femininity and encouragement, but also for respect and acceptance from those around them. After years of living and experiencing, what they truly need is to feel valued for who they are, not for what they have done or not done. Not just in love, but also in friendships and family relationships, men at this age crave peace. They are not looking for relationships full of conflict or competition. Instead, they desire harmony, where they and those around them can share and understand each other. The pursuit of perfection in a relationship is no longer a priority. It is about finding ways to build connection in love and friendship, making both parties feel respected and understood. Final advice: if you're seeking love, a friendship, or simply a genuine relationship after 60, remember that what matters is not perfection. Harmony and mutual understanding are the foundation of a lasting relationship. Learn to listen, accept, and love yourself, and you'll find that those around you will begin to understand and respect you more. If you found these words meaningful, don't hesitate to like and share the video. Thank you for watching the Talk with John channel. I'm John. See you in the next episode.